Hey y'all, it's Natasha. Just wanted to share a new little treat that came into the mail for me today from one of my friends. Miss Lily Flower got me this beautiful picture, and then, lo and behold, in the mail I get this really awesome, fun toy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, let's try it out. So, this is my first time actually getting to try it and look at it and hold it, and this is actually kind of cool. I've never had anything like this before. So for those of you who may have these and just aren't familiar with this type, or who have different types, there are different applicators that you can get out there. Typically we have what comes with our kits, and the kits can come with a variety of different tips, and I've had them come all types before. So we get the ones here that, as you can see, have the bright pink. This is the standard. I mean, it's bright pink, it's gaudy, it's there. Sometimes they come with nothing at the ends of them, right here. Sometimes they come with a little tip at the end, you know, something that you can add maybe 3 or so many drills onto the end. And then, of course, you get the ones that actually have a little bit more to them. So you've got the bigger ones, all the way to the very biggest. I took this one off just because I don't like it. It's too big for my needs. Most of the pictures I do have a lot of little intricate work in it, like this, you know, where you've got like the group togethers where it's just not that easy. And then you've got the tweezers. Sometimes they'll come with these really nice little metal ones that have the dip at the end, so it makes it easy to pick up your drills, and you hold them like this. And then you've got the other ones, which are just straightforward tweezers. These ones actually don't work very well because the very tip of them, as you can see, doesn't line up at the very end. It kind of overlaps. So the more janky ones that you get are the plastic ones, and those are actually only really ever good for, well, actually nothing. I don't know why I'm keeping those in there. I mean, you can't do very much with them. So these are the different types of tips. Some people will take these off. As you can see, they just come right off the very ends, come out, and so you can actually take them off and put them in, say, a nice marker or something a little bit fatter in the body. It makes it easier for people who can't grip, and then you can either just super glue it down. I've seen some people who took regular pens, who like the thinner type of feel instead of this where it's thicker. They take a regular standard pen. They've altered this in a way and then hot glued it onto the thinner body. So today this one is going to be this really cool pen. It doesn't really say what it's called or anything like that. This end down here is actually a wax tip. So the wax tip is something that when you get these little squares are just not the best. They typically can leave a residue on the tip of your drills, and so that residue, of course, is going to collect dust and things like that, but it just doesn't look really good overall. But this one has both ends, so it has the very fine tip. I mean, the very fine tip compared to the other one. If we both look at these together side by side, you can see how one is a much wider width than the other, and so it's going to make it a lot easier to pick up these really small little tiny drills that are in this guy right here. So I typically like to keep my wax on top of my box, and as you see, it kind of gets a little dirty, but oh well. I mean, it's just the wax, that's all you're using it for. So this little guy right here is going to have just enough wax in it where it's not going to leave enough residue on there, so as you are doing your project, you're going to be able to pick these up very gently and easily. And I'm trying to do this, like, you know, without gauging really well. So yeah, I'm not that. Also, I'm using my left hand, which I'm ambidextrous to a point, but no way, thank you. Could not ever do a picture that way. But as you see, I mean, it does really well. You can actually go through and pick up the drills simply, and transfer them simply. It's just a matter of what is your preference. So for those of you who don't like going back and forth and getting those little wax, pieces on the end, this right here is an actual solid wax piece. So it will be able to pick up the pieces automatically without leaving any residue. I mean, as you can see, that is a very, very fine connection right there. I mean, it's very easy to grab onto your drill, and then as you're laying it down, you can even push it around there. Or if you're like me and you're a little hard on your utensils, you can actually move it around with the metal end, because I've broken a few of these guys here trying to push stuff in place and like push it down into place and that sort of thing. So also what I like to do is, as I'm going through my project, I like to roll this along the edge and snap in any pieces that are sticking up, and this is actually perfect for that because it's a wider area. It's a little bit more sturdy than those little plastic guys there. So it kind of gives a little bit more of a multi-use, what I think, aspect to this. So again, these are just really nice to have. No more worrying about excess wax getting stuck onto your picture, because as you can see, it's a very, very, very minute contact there. And there's no more of that nasty, messy getting stuck onto the end of your pen and or applicator, or whatever it is you like to call it, because honestly I don't have a name for these. You know what, I'm going to give you a name. You're really pretty, you're blue, so I'm going to name it actually after my favorite person so far right now. Ooh, grody nail. Sorry guys. But I'm going to name it after my friend Lily. So this is Lily now. My pen. It's going to be my pen named Lily. So we are going through and going to complete this picture here with the rest of this. And as I can probably tell, this is going to make it so much more easier when I'm using my other hand. And you're not going to get any of that nasty wax, as you can see, is stuck onto some of my drills from my previous one. That's all going to be eliminated. No more nasty residue left over. So this is definitely something I recommend. These are very inexpensive, especially since it's something that you're going to be using pretty much non-stop. And it is a nicer, wider round width than these little guys here. So those of you who have problems with gripping and holding on to these things, I'm pretty sure this is going to make it a lot easier for you. So I'm going to go back to eating my salsa, hence the grody nails, and working on my diamond painting. So let me know what you guys think. What utensils do you prefer? Are you a tweezer person? Are you the little pink applicator person? Or have you customized or bought a customized type device like my new friend Lily here? So this is definitely something that I recommend. Let me know what you recommend though. Leave a comment in the section below, and then of course share so everybody else can give their opinions and thoughts about these wonderful pieces as well. You have a great day, y'all. Bye.